going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl Audie getting at you guys with another Audie's Art Struggles podcast episode. Today is June 22nd, 2025 at like 4 o'clock p.m. And I'm crashing, you guys. I am crashing and burning. And I thought a iced coffee would help and fix that. No idea. I'm just having it. Today is my day off. I go back to work tomorrow and the next day. And yeah, like I have a lot on my plate. And what's really funny is that I don't think about what I'm putting or how much I'm putting on my plate. And I seen something on the Amazon, like you guys know that I do deliveries. Let's say I've seen my report card and I do not like what I'm seeing. And I know it's because I'm not like I'm not running up and down stairs for people, like fuck that, so I know some people are reporting me and it's like, yo, like I'm an artist, okay? I'm a woodworker, I'm a silversmith. This isn't my, thing. But it did make me upset just a little bit because I'm talking about it. I'm sure I'll do better, but during those times I was not moving. Fuck off with that. But anyways, oh man. And let me say something, all right, because this is a art struggles podcast pertaining to art. But I find that some people think like, okay, let me know if this is just me. Like, Audie, that's not true. I've seen a couple artists on Instagram and TikTok. They're just full of F-bombs. They're full of a lot of stress. And their stresses actually make me laugh because they're so funny. But I know they're making these TikToks because it is what it is. Like, it is like that for us artists. And they over exaggerate in these reels, but they're so funny because it's like the truth, right? But like when I watch them, these artists make these reels, like they are full of F-bombs, like they're full of rage. They're trying to be precise and, things just don't work out or they like fuck up the art piece or whatever. But their expressions are a lot like mine. But I feel or I worry that a lot of people look at us artists as like we just do our art peacefully, gracefully. We've been doing it for so many years. It comes easy to us. Like we don't have any stresses when doing our art. And we're just like we're hippies. We're one with the canvas, we're one with the paint, and it's like, yeah, you would think that, because we've been doing this for so long, and we just look like, or it appears like everything just goes our way, and like real talk, it doesn't. Okay, like we're mad, we're pissed, and it just makes me wonder, like, does that turn people away because we're expressing ourselves, let's say, in this podcast? And if you guys didn't notice, my podcast has a parental advisory label on it. So, it's showing you or telling you that, yo, this artist curses, okay? This artist gets filled with rage and she curses like a drunken sailor, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just had to talk about that because sometimes I think like, yeah, this is why like my art, like selling my art is at a standstill. It doesn't matter how talented I am or how attractive my art is, the story behind my art, the meaning of my art. It don't mean nothing if the artist is like presenting herself like she's a total bitch and don't support her art, you know? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. But it's like, yo, all of us get pissed. All of us, you know, things don't always work the way that we wanted to or needed to, no matter how many years we've been doing it. So I'll just leave it at that. So I guess I wanted to touch bases with I know my previous episode was kind of pertaining to art, and it was pertaining to like a modern job. And obviously, if you're an artist like myself, I am no longer a full-time artist, okay? That has kind of set sailed a few years ago. And I would love to get back to being a full-time artist. It just can't happen right now. And so I have to, you know, I was leaning more towards getting a modern job to, you know, support and finance, you know, my life and finance my artistry. Has it been hard? Yes, because I haven't gone near my art. And I know in my previous episode, I did talk about me scrolling social media and, you know, I'm coming across these flyers on art shows and, you know, things like that. And I really do want to participate. Do I have things, you know, do I have inventory or art pieces ready for display and for sale and things? Yes and no. And I just haven't had the time or the energy or even the idea of wanting to or needing to design something, right? I see a furniture, like a furniture set that I would love to do. I don't even need to design it. Like it's already like in my head, right? When it comes to canvases, it is so hard to design a canvas, you know, to put together something. I don't know why that is. You know, a canvas is, you know, it doesn't take up a lot of space. It's just there. You just, you know, you put it in front of you and then you just go at it, right? Not for me. Like, I constantly stare at a blank canvas and I'm just like petrified. Like, you know, because canvas has been new to me. I would say, like, I really started painting on canvases like 3 years ago. Sure, have I painted on canvases before that? Yes. But not in this way. You know, oh man, like I don't even know if I can like talk about it right now, which I don't think I will, but the point is that I want to be sure, like I want to be 100% okay with what I see and like putting it to canvas. And if somebody were to come to me with this problem, I would probably be telling them like, you know what, just go on a canvas, see how it turns out. If it's not any good, you can always change it. You can always sand it right back off, reprime it, and do it all over again, because it is our practice, it is our study to do that. And I just don't see why I can't have those conversations to myself. And that is a problem. That itself will keep me from creating. And that is the most fucked up place an artist can be. And I'm telling you. So it's, oh man, like I complain a lot. Okay, if you guys listen to the Y Run podcast, if you guys listen to the Re-Up podcast, and now you're listening to the Art Struggles podcast, I complain, I bitch, I worry, I procrastinate, I do all of those things. But because I've been seeing the social media posts of these art shows, these art exhibits, I'm literally applying. Like, I am literally submitting applications. I am sending application fees. So, like, I've gotten a few replies back, and they were like, congratulations. We are so happy to inform you that you have been selected. I'm getting emails of like packets like, this is your setup information. And I am getting worried. Like, I'm like, okay, Audie, you need to do something like now. You need to do something now. And I make excuses like, I don't have my air compressor. I need to spray the base coat. I haven't even come up with a color palette yet. Like, I'm just making excuses to like not do it. And look, today's my day off. I could literally be at the art supply getting a canvas, going to the Home Depot and getting my paint, my color palette. But I haven't even gone through my color palette swatches to be like, oh, this color palette is what or how I want to present my artworks at this specific place. And some of these places, galleries, exhibits, they're like, if you want to sell prints, you are more than welcome to sell prints. And like, I don't even have prints. And that's troubling. It's like, Audie, what are you doing? What are you doing? And it's like, oh my God. So let's make it a positive thing. While I was on my route delivering packages, I delivered a package to this gentleman, and cool guy. He's a beginning woodworker. He's dabbled a little bit in the art thing, and it was very impressive. And I asked him if he would make some woodcuts for me, and he said that he would. And I told him I would get at him at the end of this week or towards the end of this week. And he's like, all right, cool. And for me, that's a plus, because I don't have access to a table saw, but this gentleman has one. So I was like, oh, my husband. Hold on, you guys. Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
Say what's up to the Audie's Art Struggles podcast episode.
What's up? No, I'm just kidding. Boo!
No.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I was just telling them about the dude that I met on the route about the table
Yeah.
saw.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, babe. I'll go ahead and
Yes.
finish this real quick.
Okay.
For me, that's a plus. And I mentioned pricing, like how much I would like. Well, I didn't say how much I was going to pay him, but he was like, oh, don't worry about money. And that's very nice, kind, and generous. But if this guy is trying to get more into woodworking or get more into dabbling in his art, I would like to help with the materials. Maybe he's going to need new blades. He's going to need new router bit pieces. You just never know. So I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to be like, look, I know you don't want anything to make these cuts, but, I'm thinking of your craft as well to continue doing what you want to be doing in your spare time. So we're going to have that conversation, I'm sure. And then we'll see what he says after that. But I'm really excited that I have someone nearby that I could drop some wood and we can make some cuts together so that I can start working on some pieces for these upcoming exhibitions. So, yeah, I guess that is it for this episode. I just wanted to say and express my crash. Like, I'm crashing right now. But talking about it to you guys on the podcast, I'm feeling a whole lot better. I am feeling inspired. So I would really, really like to thank you guys for pressing play and listening to me. You guys are probably feeling the same exact way that I'm feeling right now. And I would love to blame the Arizona heat of 117 degrees, but I don't want to do that. I don't even want to blame my modern job of delivering packages. Like, I don't want to blame that when I know a huge part of it is me. And I'm going to do my best to correct this behavior. And I know you guys can do it too. So thank you all once again for pressing play. Don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And I will talk to you guys in the next Audie's Art Struggles podcast episode. Peace.